Hi guys, it's Cindy Lietz, your Polymer Clay Tutor, and we are on the PCT road trip at Shipwreck Beads in Lacey, Washington. And I am here with Glen Vincent. You are the media coordinator, or you can tell me about it.
I'm the social media coordinator. I also do our event planning when we have events like our artisan market we had a couple weeks ago. And I wear a lot of hats here, so I do quite a bit.
Yeah, no, the facility here is pretty amazing. It's absolutely huge. I remember we came here a couple of years, about 3 years back, and I kind of glazed over when I walked in the room. It's overwhelming. It's got so many beads. Now, how big is this facility?
I believe we're just over 80,000 square feet. I would have to check the numbers to be positive on that, but it's a pretty big space. We've got our warehouse and all of our showroom and production is all on site here. So,
and you've had several large events and that kind of thing here as well, right? And the room we're standing in, actually, they do some craft events and that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, we hold our company parties here. We also do Winter Artisan Market. It's on Small Business Saturday, so the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We invite, I believe last winter we had almost 80 vendors in this whole upstairs area. So it was really full, and we did a food drive for the Thurston County Food Bank and had Roxy Radio here, and we do the event in the summer as well, but that's outside in our parking lot. So.
Yeah. Now, Kelsey said that the business has been here for a ton of time. Now tell me a little bit how it got started and how it's all, how it works.
Yeah, we've been part of the Olympia Community for over 30 years. Shipwreck got its start as a nautical-themed gift store back in the 70s. And then Glen Vincent, the current CEO, got an opportunity to work there for one summer and realized that the beads were what had been selling the best. And so they sort of, the other siblings banded together and purchased the company from their parents and sort of set off as Shipwreck Beads. And then Glenn and Douglas Bowling, our general manager, who have known each other since they were kids, set off and really focused on selling our seed beads and went to Native American rendezvous and basically sold beads out of a van, lived in teepees, and really it's a really kind of fascinating story. And now we've grown into this. So.
Yeah, well, this place is really amazing. Once you see all of their seed beads and everything else that they've got, we're going to go next to the warehouse where we can see some of the vintage beads that you guys have purchased over the years and all that. Okay, so now we are in the warehouse here, and it is amazing. I thought before that the other area was behind the scenes, but this is really behind the scenes.
Yeah, not many people get see back here. This is usually employees only, so it's very special that you're back here today.
That's very cool. Now, there are bags everywhere of these incredible beads from you'll have to tell me all about them, actually.
Okay, so a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago, we purchased out a company called Prairie's Edge over in the Midwest, and they had a very large stock of vintage beads from Italy and France when the Society of Venezia, I believe is how it's pronounced, closed their doors back in the 80s. Prairie's Edge purchased out their stock, and they were just kind of sitting on it for a while. They did more historical restorations and things like that, and we got word that they were looking to sell their entire stock, and we made an offer and we purchased it. It ended up being 14 semi-trucks full of beads. We purchased their entire stock of vintage seed beads. We also purchased some of their shelving and their bead sorters, and I think we even got a forklift out of the deal, but the beads are really what's special. So.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Like, there's just big bag. This is like pure heaven to any beater. There's just bins and bins. You said you haven't even been able to really inventory it all yet.
Yeah, it's an ongoing process. We're always trying to receive and get more of it in our stock, but there's just so much of it. I mean, 14 semi-trucks is a lot of beads that we just haven't been able to process it all yet. Most of the beads need to be sorted and washed. I mean, they're very old. They've been sitting around in bags for years and years, so a lot of the stuff needs to be washed before it even gets out to the customers. But we've got so much stuff that hasn't even seen the light of day in very long time. A lot of these colors aren't made anymore. The ages on the beads, they're anywhere from the late 1800s up to the 1960s, I believe, is when the factory in Italy closed their doors.
Yeah, it's really, really incredible. And one funny thing that I thought is even like in the little lines in the cement where they've been sweeping, there's like little tiny seed beads in all the little cracks. And it's like, I would imagine it would be just even awesome just to get the floor sweepings from this place. There's little charms. It's awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for bringing us back here. I think this is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we are now in production, and Kelsey can tell us all about this.
All right, this is our production area. This is where sort of all the behind the scenes stuff happens. You can see in the far corner behind me, that's our receiving area. So when shipments get brought in, they get processed over there. And then they will go to one of a couple different places. In the far back over here, we've got our packaging department. When the big bulk items come in, we break them down into smaller retail quantities, the stuff that you'll see out in the showroom. And then a little closer to me, we've got our breakdown department area. And so the beads, when they come in, they're usually in big bags as well, and they get broken down into single strands or hanks, and then they get price tags on them and get put out on the floor. And then over here, we've got our shipping department. So our pickers pull orders, they pull from the warehouse, and then they get sent to the showroom to pull product. And then they bring them back here where they get double checked and boxed and invoiced and shipped out to our customers.
Yeah, and then right to the back there, they've actually got a big library of books on beading, and I see a Polymer one from here, so that's all good. Okay, so where are we, Kelsey?
We are down in our downstairs classroom area. This is where we teach one of our in-house classes, our Beading 101 class. For $25, you get all the supplies and the use of the tools, and you learn some basic beadworking techniques to be able to, we actually make a bracelet and a pair of earrings in the class, and it's a lot of fun. It really sets the foundation for a whole wide range of jewelry styles. I'm one of the instructors along with Beth Simmons, she's actually one of our buyers. And then also you can see behind us, we've got a great collection of vintage macrame books. They're all from the 70s. There's some pretty wild designs.
Yeah. We saw one where somebody was, it was a disco outfit, and somebody was wearing a completely see-through top. It was very funny. But up on the ceiling, and you can see it all through the entire showroom, is these long strands of beads. You have to tell us about those.
So what you see hanging from the ceiling there is the world's longest continuous strand of beads. It's over a mile long, and it wraps our entire showroom. It's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records. We had an event several years ago and had a radio remote and invited people to come out and work on it, I think over the course of about 5 hours. And so, yeah, that's the entire length of our showroom, back and forth. Beads hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, and it looks very, very festive and playful, and there's miles of it. Okay, so we're at this special place called the Galley. Tell me about it.
This is one great feature of our showroom. We have a coffee stand. They also do sandwiches and soups. The sandwiches are really good. I really like the Blackbeard. You might notice a lot of nautical themed jokes here. We embrace the shipwreck part of our company name. So yes, we have our galley, and then some of our galley girls, as we call them. They make great coffee and sandwiches and soups, and it's a great place if you get hungry while you're shopping. We get people who spend all day here. It's really easy to do. Just walking from one end of the store to the other can take you a couple hours. So you might want a snack or a pick-me-up, and this is a great place to get it.
And this is the spot where the husbands can sit for a while, and so that the wives can just keep going on the bead shopping.
Exactly. Or if you come in with kids and they need a snack to stop playing with the beads or something, bribery works wonders.
Okay, we are in the most exciting part. This is the retail area, and Kelsey, just tell me about this area and the rest of it set up here.
So right now we're back in our treasure cove, or the cove that we call it. This is where you will see all of our higher end gemstone beads. We do have some other gemstone beads as you move further into the store, but this is sort of all of the treasured items, as the name might suggest. We also have some of our Swarovski filigree pieces up here as well, some of our more coveted items. I love all of the different stones here, and the pearls especially are one of my favorite favorite beads to work with. So you can find all of that back here.
And right across from us is the showroom floor, which is where I first got my glazed look and went, oh my. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it stretches on. We've got over 30 aisles of beads. We're in the very front of the store now, so it goes quite a ways back. As you step in the front door, you'll see our treasure cove off to your left, and then you see everything else in front of you. We've got all of our gemstone items up front, and then we sort of have some of our more higher-end Swarovski Preciosa crystal, and our new line of tier cast is also up here, along with the vintage. And we've got our metal stamping and polymer clay, of course. As you move further back, and then you get to see all the glass and the seed beads and all kinds of good stuff.
Now, one thing that they've done, which is very nice of you guys, is they put things in aisles and sections, so you can actually find them. If you're on the website and you are looking at a particular product, you can see that it's in. Now, is it the aisles? Are they letters or numbers? I can't quite remember.
The aisles are numbers, and then the location on the aisles is a letter. So, and that's as much for our customers as it is for our pickers, because our pickers pull first from the warehouse, which we just saw, and then they move and they pull from the showroom as well. So maybe as you're going along, you'll see some of our pickers out there pulling orders today. But yeah, we try and make everything by its location, so it's easy not just for customers to find, but for us to find too. We've got over 50,000 part numbers with more added every week, and it can get a little crazy if you're not organized.
Well, and I was super organized. I wrote everything down. I had the aisles, what I wanted to buy, and then I left it on the counter at home.
Isn't that how it works?
So now we have to go up and down every single one of these aisles, and I'll have to just buy more probably because I hadn't pre-thought it out. But so actually I need to get shopping. I'm getting all excited. So I better wrap up this particular video. So we've had a really neat time here. I very much enjoyed getting to know you and your place here. It's even cooler than I thought, because last time I didn't get this neat tour. And I'm excited about getting shopping, and I think all of you guys need to take a chance when you're out this way and drop in. It is a great destination to come to. And of course, if you can't, you can find it online too at Shipwreck Beads. It's shipwreckbeads.com, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Go to shipwreckbeads.com and check it out. And that's good for now. And if you like this video, do let us know in the comment section below. If you have any comments or questions, or if you would like to say hi to Kelsey, do that in the comment section below as well. And don't forget, we have a great resource at polymerclaytutor.com, where if you use the search box, you can get all your answers to all of your polymer clay questions. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.
Bye.